Hello again, yogis. My name is Jess, and I wanted to bring you another flow. This one's going to be kind of a quick one, focusing on building some quick flexibility and also focus. So let's get started. If you do have 2 blocks at home, they are always crucial and so helpful for building flexibility, and also a strap. So if you don't have a strap, you can use a towel or a long t-shirt, anything that works similar to it. So let's come down onto our backs on our mat, and we're just going to slowly come all the way onto the back. We're going to close the eyes, and we're going to start our practice as we always do with some mindfulness, extending the legs. Inhale, sweep the arms up over the head. Then as you exhale, bring the hands through to your heart. Bring your left hand on top of the heart, the right hand on top of your belly, and close your eyes. Begin to release the outside world, anything that has been going on in your day that you have to do later. Come inward into the body, into the mind. Begin to deepen into your breath by taking a deep inhale in through your nose, filling up your lungs and heart space. Belly expands outward. And then an open mouth exhale, the belly button pulls up and in. Good. Again, inhale in through the nose. And then open mouth exhale. Last time, inhale in through the nose. And then open mouth exhale. So good. Let's begin to blink our eyes open. Come back to the room. Good. Let's begin to bend into both knees. You're going to begin to extend the right leg towards the ceiling here, pointing into that right foot. We're actually going to extend the left leg down to the mat. And we're going to tap first into our hips here. So keep your left hand at your left hip. Extend that right arm next to you, palm facing down. And just find some little knee circles here. So 3 times in one direction, not knee circles, foot circles. 3 times in one direction, 3 times in another. Good. Now let's find stillness. So we're bringing some fluid into those hip joints before we get started on our practice. As you exhale, you're going to find a wide leg circle by really bringing that right leg out towards the right side of the room. Keep this left hip grounded, and then as you inhale, bring it back up. Good. Exhale, extend it down. Inhale, brings it back up. Last time, exhale, extend it down. Inhale, bring it back up. From here, as you inhale, you bring your left leg up to meet the right. Extend that left arm, right hand comes to the right hip, and then lower that right leg down to the mat. We're going to switch. So finding those little baby circles with that left foot, pointing into the left foot here, 3 times in one direction, then 3 times in another. And then let's find stillness. Inhale, reach up. As you exhale, extend that left leg out, keeping this right hip grounded on your mat. Inhale, brings it back up to center. Again, exhale the left leg all the way out. Inhale, brings it back up to center. And again, left leg all the way out. Inhale, bring it back up to center. So good, you guys. Let's bring both knees in and bring them at a 90-degree angle, so knees directly over the hips. From here, we're going to bring our hands just behind our head. Lift your shoulders and chest up off the mat. Chin stays off the chest, finding yogi bicycles. Stay here for your inhale. Then as you exhale, bring your left elbow to your right knee. And then we're gonna switch. So really focus on bringing your elbow to your knee rather than your knee to your elbow. And you wanna try to keep this chin lifted off the chest at all times. Keep your shoulders lifted off of the mat. We're here for 5, 4. It's so important to tap into our core and wake it up for our standing practice. 3, 2, 1. Good. From here, relax all the way down onto the mat. Swing the arms up overhead as you inhale. As you exhale, swing the arms down by your side. Lift your hips up high. Bring your hands to your low back. Now we're in plow pose. So you're flexing into your feet overhead. Maybe your feet touch the ground overhead. Maybe they don't. Your hands stay on your low back. Ideally, the hips come over the shoulders. Opening up the backside body. And then as you exhale, you're slowly going to lower the hips down to the mat. Come all the way up to a seated position. So you're on your sits bones here. You're going to take that block or maybe a pillow, whatever you have at home. You're going to bring it in between your thighs here, and you really want to focus on squeezing it with your thighs. So if you need to modify this, we're going to take a variation of Navasana boat pose. If you need to modify, you can bring your hands down just behind your hips, fingertips facing them. Otherwise, we're slowly going to lift both feet up off the mat. Again, squeeze that block, and then reach the arms forward. This is Navasana boat pose. Keep the chest open and the chin lifted. We're going to pulse here. As you exhale, extend the legs. As you inhale, bend them in. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Last time, exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. And then let's release. Take that block out from the legs. Find Supta Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. So we just work to strengthen our psoas our front hip flexors. So now we're going to stretch them out. So grabbing for your ankles, peel your shoulders back. As you exhale, begin to press your elbows to the insides of your legs, just further releasing, stretching out that psoas, those front hip flexors. And then as you inhale, come all the way up to seated. Crisscross the ankles underneath you, and then come into tabletop position. Hands are directly underneath the shoulders, knees are directly underneath the hips. Finding cat and cow. As you inhale, you drop your belly and chest, peel your shoulders back, look up. This is cow. As you exhale, you hollow it out, tuck the chin to the chest, round the spine, belly button pulls up and in. This is cat. Inhale, find that cow pose. And exhale through cat. Waking up the spine one more time. Inhale, find cow. Exhale, find cat. From here, find neutral tabletop by pulling that belly button up and in to still protect that low back. Begin to curl the back toes under, press into all 10 fingertips, and then lift the hips up high, downward facing dog. So just bending into the right knee, bending into the left knee, walking the dog, we like to call it. Feet are hips distance apart and your gaze is at your knees or your inner thighs. From here, as you inhale, sweep that right leg up. As you exhale, bring it all the way through. Find a low lunge. Drop down onto that back left knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, reach the arms up. Palms touch at the top. This is crescent B. We're targeting this front left hip flexor here. Right ankle is directly underneath the right knee. Look up, press the weight forward if it's not too much on the back knee. And then as you exhale, begin to bring your hands back down to the mat. From here, we're going to stretch into our right hamstring by shifting the weight back and flexing into this front right foot. So if you have blocks at home, you can bring them underneath your shoulders here to give you some more space. I'm going to do it with the blocks just as a demonstration, but you really want to keep this right foot flexed. Reach your chin to your shin. Try to keep your shoulders peeled back so that your spine is straight. Good. From here, take those blocks. If you have them, walk the weight back forward. Inhale, bring it forward, low lunge. Here, exhale, come all the way back again, half splits. Move with the breath. Inhale, shift forward, low lunge. Last time, exhale, half splits. And then inhale, bring it all the way forward. We're gonna curl the back toes under to lift the left knee up. And then we're going to step that left foot up to find pyramid pose. So pyramid pose, you can keep your hands on those blocks if you have them. Otherwise, you can bring them down onto the mat. You really want to peel this right hip back and left hip forward, straightening into this right leg as much as possible. Gaze is at your right big toe. From here, bend into your right knee and then kick your left foot up to your left hip. So finding a one leg forward fold here, we're targeting this right hamstring. If you feel it a lot, that's good. We're really opening up the hamstrings in this flow. You can wrap your forearm around your right calf if that's in your practice. And then from here, let's just plant both hands down on the mat. Let's bend back into that right supporting leg, shoot the left foot to the back of the mat, and then inhale, rise up and find high crescent lunge. So high crescent lunge, hips and shoulders are square to the front. You're on the ball of that back left foot. We're gonna tap into our balancing, hands come to your heart. Begin to lean the weight forward, and then as you exhale, kick the left foot up at hip height and find warrior three. So warrior three, the back left foot is flexed, so hips are square to the mat, belly buttons up and in, peel your shoulders back. From here, begin to bend back into that right leg, float the left foot all the way back again. Inhale, rise up, high crescent. Exhale, open it up, warrior B. So warrior B, this right knee or right heel is dissecting down the middle of that back left foot. The back left foot is parallel to the back of your mat. From here, as you inhale, flip the right palm, reach up and back, find a quick reverse warrior, keep the bend in that front knee. As you exhale, bring the right elbow to the top of the right knee, left arm reaches. This is extended side angle. You can bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot if that's in your practice. Stay lifted through your core here. Then as you exhale, both hands come down to the mat, toe heel the right foot to the very outer edge of your mat. This is a lizard's lunge. We're gonna move from lizard's lunge into a high plank. So from here, as you exhale, you're gonna sweep the right foot back and find that high plank. As you inhale, you're gonna bring the left foot up. Land in that lizard's lunge. We're gonna do it a few times. Exhale, sweep the left foot back. Inhale the right foot up. Good, again, sweep that right foot back. Inhale, the left foot comes up. Last time, sweep that left foot back. Inhale, the right foot comes up. Even it out, so last time on the left side. So good, you guys. Let's sweep the left leg back, find an optional chaturanga. Inhale, shift the weight forward on the toes. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, press up, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, you guys. We're gonna do our other side. Inhale, the left leg lifts high. Exhale, bring it all the way through, low lunge. Dropping down onto that back right knee this time. Inhale, sweep the arms up over the head, crescent B, palms touch. Shift the weight forward as much as you can here to tap into that right front hip flexor. As you exhale, release both hands down to the mat. Shift the weight back, find that half split. So if you use the blocks on side one, use them on side two. Placing them underneath your shoulders, keeping this left foot flexed and active, and peeling your shoulders back. We're gonna move through that little flow here. As you inhale, walk the hands or the blocks forward. Bend into that left knee. As you exhale, walk it back, half splits. Good, again, inhale, walk it forward. Last time, exhale, half splits. Good, inhale, begin to walk the weight forward once more. We're gonna curl the back toes under to lift that right knee up. And then we're gonna step the right foot up and find that pyramid pose. So again, use the blocks underneath the shoulders if you need. Otherwise, you can bring them off to the side here. But you really wanna peel this left hip back and right hip forward, tapping into this front left hamstring. Reaching your chin to your shin here. Let's begin to walk the hands forward. Bend into the left knee and then kick the right foot up to the right heel. The gaze comes to the left knee. You can wrap that left forearm around your left calf if that's in your practice. And we're really pressing into this left hamstring. Just breathe through it here. Then both hands come to the mat if they're not already. Begin to bend into the left knee and then shoot the right foot all the way to the back of the mat. Inhale, rise up and find that high crescent lunge. So again, we're on the ball of the back right foot this time, transitioning into warrior three. Hands come to the heart. Begin to lean forward, pull your belly button up and in. And then as you exhale, kick that right foot up to hip height. Peel those shoulders back, keep that right foot flexed and active for 3, 2, 1. Bend back into that left leg, float the right foot all the way to the back of the mat. Inhale, the palms reach up. Exhale, open it up. Find that warrior B on the other side. So really making sure your arms are extending at shoulder height, exerting energy from fingertip to fingertip. As you inhale, reach the left palm up, reach up and back, find that reverse warrior. As you exhale, the left elbow comes to the top of the left knee, the right arm reaches up towards the ceiling. You can bring that left hand to the inside of the left foot if that's in your practice. And then let's sweep the right hand all the way down to the mat. Let's toe heel the left foot to the outer edge of the mat, and this time we're dropping down onto that right knee. So remembering this is a flexibility and focus flow, so we've already done some balancing today. We're just gonna do a little bit more flexibility before we conclude our practice. So from here, let's quickly come down onto the forearms or a block. Take a few breaths and show surrender by allowing your head to hang heavy below the heart. Tapping deeply into this left hip. And then from here, we are going to find a quad stretch, planting our right hand on the mat, sweeping the left arm up and back, and grabbing for the outside of this right foot. If this isn't accessible, you can take a block and bring it underneath your right hand, and that'll give you a lot more space to reach for that back foot. Otherwise, we are really working on our flexibility here. If you're working towards splits, this is really gonna help. Stretching out the hamstrings, the quads, and the front hip flexors is crucial in splits. And then from here, let's release that right foot down to the mat. And then we're going to plant both hands on the mat. We're gonna curl the back toes under to lift the back knee, and then sweep the left foot back, high plank, and then bring the right foot up, drop down onto that back left knee. Find it on the other side. So if you did so on side one, come down onto those forearms for side two, or a block. Always try to mirror what you did on side one. And then let's come back up onto the palms, find that quad stretch. So remember, you can take that block and bring it underneath your left supporting hand if you need to. Otherwise, you're just gonna kick that left foot up this time, grab for the outside of it with your right hand. And you really wanna peel your right shoulder back and look up here, opening up the body to further deepen this stretch. We're here for 3, 2, 1. So beautiful, you guys. Let's release that down to the mat. The left leg, let's plant both hands on the mat, curl the left toes under, sweep the right foot back to meet your left, downward facing dog. Good, we're gonna conclude with a balancing posture. So let's begin to walk our hands to the back of the mat, toe heel the feet together to touch, and slowly rise to standing. Good, so from here, we're going to find a standing figure 4. So standing figure 4, we are basically going to, it's a combination of flexibility and focus, which is really what we're working on today. So as you inhale, bring your arms up over the head, the palms touch, the hands come through to the heart, belly button pulls up and in here, ground down through your left leg first, and then bring your right foot up on top of your left knee. This is a standing figure 4. This is layer 1. You can stay here. If you want to find layer 2, begin to bend into your left leg and find a one-leg tabletop. To find layer 3, I meant a one-leg chair pose, not tabletop. To find layer 3, begin to connect your right elbow to your right knee and your left elbow to your right foot. To find layer 4, begin to bring your hands all the way down to the mat, then straighten into that left supporting leg, find a forward fold. So try not to force yourself into a layer that is not serving your body. Just meet your body where it's at today. Do what it asks. And if you're all the way folded forward with me, begin to bend into your left leg. Slowly float yourself all the way back up to standing. Reach the arms up over the head. Finding the other side, hands come down to the heart, ground down through that right foot. Left foot is now at the top of your right knee. Belly button pulls up and in, and as you exhale, sit down into that one-legged chair pose, keeping this left leg flexed. Remembering this is layer 1, layer 2, you can connect the left elbow to the left knee, the right elbow to the left foot. For that's layer 3. Layer 4, bring both hands down to the mat, find that forward fold. Straighten into that right leg if you can. Remembering just to honor your body, try not to force anything today. Remember that we're releasing years and years of tension in the body. It takes time. So be patient. If you're all the way down with me, begin to bend back into your right knee, float all the way back up to standing, release the left leg down, inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms touch, and then exhale, swan dive it forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk the hands out, find high plank, and then let's just step the feet through and come to a seated position on the mat. So we're gonna finish with a twist that offers a little bit of a flexibility challenge. So this is a nice quick flow that you can do at home, just to tap into your flexibility. Let's come all the way down onto our backs. And from here, we're going to release the left leg down on the mat, hug the right leg up and around the rib cage, And then as you exhale, guide that right leg over your body for a twist. Bringing your right arm out, extend it towards the right side of the room, and the right shoulder is grounded. And if you want to take a little flexibility challenge, you're gonna flex into your top right foot and grab for it with your left hand, and then straighten into that front right leg. So if this isn't accessible, that's okay. You can use a strap around the right foot if you need, but just try to keep this right shoulder grounded. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Let's unravel. Hug the knees into the chest to neutralize the spine in between sides. And then we're going to do the other side. So release the right leg down this time. As you inhale, hug the left leg up and around the rib cage. As you exhale, guide that left leg over your body for a twist. Extend the left arm out, palm facing down. Remember to keep this left shoulder grounded. To find that little flexibility challenge, you bring your right hand to the outside of that left foot and you straighten into that left foot and keep it flexed. So again, try to keep this left shoulder grounded. Gaze is over your left fingertips. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Bend back into that left leg if you have it. Unravel. Reach the arms up over the head. Inhale. Exhale. Just find a quick little cannonball position, wrapping the forearms around the knees. And as you exhale, just relax back down onto your mat. And we'll finish our practice in Shavasana. So if you have any tenderness in your low back right now, you can bend into your knees like I'm doing. Otherwise, you can just relax the arms and the legs down on your mat and take a moment and close your eyes. Come back to your normal breathing. Just allow your body to digest your practice, to digest all of its benefits, which is why Shavasana is so important. And oftentimes, especially in a home practice, it's the most challenging pose for us. It's challenging to keep our minds silent these days. So I'm just going to encourage you to lie here with me just for a few breaths. Noticing the space that you have just created within your body. Notice how that new space in your body translates to space and ease in your mind. The mind-body connection is so powerful. Let's begin to wiggle into the fingers and toes. Blink the eyes back open. Bend into the knees. Reach the arms up overhead as you inhale. As you exhale, roll over onto your left side body and then just gently press yourself up to a nice, comfortable seated position on your mat. So you can come to just a cross-leg, easy pose. And we'll close our practice together as we always do. Inhale, bring the arms up over the head, the palms touch, look up. And then as you exhale, bring your hands down through to your chest, pressing the thumbs into the chest, and slightly bow your head and close your eyes. Take a moment to really look inward. Again, notice that new space, that new light that you just created in your body and in your mind. Take a moment of gratitude here for yourself for showing up to your practice this evening, or this afternoon, I should say. And then I send you gratitude for following me and allowing me to guide you through a flow today. Let's bring our hands up to our third eye, the space in between your eyebrows. May we move forward today and every day, knowing our truth. Now bring your hands down to touch your lips. By knowing our truth, it allows us to speak our truth. Finally, bring your hands back to your heart. By knowing and speaking our truth, it allows us to live our truth. Namaste, yogis. Thank you so much for flowing with me again. My name is Jess, and I hope you enjoyed this flow. If you did, please subscribe to my channel or like, comment, give me feedback, and I hope to see you guys and flow with you again soon. Have a great day.